What is going on? I'm Zedmont. I have some super exciting Boom Beach warship stuff for you. First, gotta get that creator code in there. Jumping in, this is my other account, the one that was using Heavy Choppa Rocket Choppa that I've showed you the last couple days. Just got it to Diamond, and I mean just less than 5 minutes ago against a base called Clump, which, ironically enough, is what this video is all about. Is it all about Clump bases? Gonna show you my tech tree first of all. Mechs are tick 1. Should be useless. Moving down the line, don't have Grenadiers, which can be good against those Clump bases. Don't have Everspark, also can be good. Don't have tanks. Bullet is tick 4, which you guys all have followed, I hope. Laser Rangers tick 1, no Scorchers, no heavies, so Clump bases should be a problem. First and foremost, I was trying to withhold this person's name. Nightwada is an absolute beast of a player. I have copied his bases a lot, probably more than most people. He is one of my go-to players, so Nightwada is an absolute beast player, so to play against him and pick up a win, love that. Great game, Nightwada. This was my first time trying this hit. So first of all, what we're gonna do, and by the way, shout out to Gabe as well, Gabriel in Join at Own Risk. He showed a couple replays, gave me some ruminations, and so what we're doing, we're getting Bullet dead center. We're getting a Heavy Choppa over there, Heavy Choppa over here, and then we're gonna bring in a late wall. That late Heavy Choppa is gonna stop those rocket launchers from shooting from the side, is the whole theory. Now, why I've mixed in the mech is that way I get some free shocking, just in case Bullet gets hit by the shock blaster that's back there. This person, Nightwada, does have 100% building health, does have 50% building damage, so this is not a watered down base at all. Shock Knuckles for the win. So you see right here, that right hand side Heavy Choppa does not last long at all. So that's why that next one comes in. It is gonna guard our flank, and now it's just a little bit of luck. You saw that Bullet did shock that left-hand side mortar, got a little bit lucky there. Shock Blaster lets up. Bullet eventually gets that next shock out. His health is getting precariously low, and then just trying to get some shocks out, trying to keep him alive as the heavies distract that Shock Blaster. And now my next concern is those right-hand side rocket launchers. I think, can't recall exactly, no, maybe it's that left-hand side rocket launcher. So rocket launcher on the flank is definitely a concern. And then, I mean, I'm just babysitting at this point. Bullet is almost dead. Getting rid of that rocket launcher because it was probably going to shoot over my Heavy Choppa. Bullet still alive by the slimmest of margins, and then just walking through all of the things. That right-hand side Heavy Choppa taking the brunt of the hits from the rocket launcher and that boom cannon, and then Laser Rangers coming back and crushing that last engine room. Absolutely fantastic. Now, you could try this and fizzle terribly. So far, I've tried it 3 times. Also, shout out to McMonkey. Problem with Telegram and Discord is that players' names don't match what's actually on here. Also lost to Rip in a big way. I'm guessing they have a Clump base of different sorts. I told you, my Heavy Choppa hits suck. I've told you that a couple times. So moving to something else was great. And then I tried it again right here, Clump base, and I zoomed in here and I thought I was done super early. I was super excited. It was super duper great. And by the way, Bullet, twice now, when I've hit Shock Knuckles, he's turned a little bit left and gotten that mortar, which has been awesome. I just assumed he got lucky the first time, but maybe it's just the angle or the place that I've been putting him where he turns slightly left. Right-hand side, doing well. That right-hand side Heavy Choppa again. So if we pause there, you see we've got our right-hand side flank covered. We've got a bit of stuff up here, and our Laser Rangers are just hiding in behind. Some of you might be saying I'm drawing the obvious, but there are a bunch of you who have said, Zed, the more you draw things, the more they make sense. That's why I'm mixing them in. Bullit standing out front, almost dead. Mech, look at that mech shocking that boom cannon and then just trying to find where to use our artillery. Because we're not dropping rocket choppas, we have a bunch of GBE. I am often surprised by just how much GBE I have. And now this is the pièce de résistance. Yes, that is my terrible, intentionally bad French accent. I could have a slightly better one, but this season, Bullit's teleport has been incredibly helpful on a bunch of cases, either using Heavy Choppa, Rocket Choppa, or in this case, getting it to work out right about... Come on, here we go. Getting him zooming over in front. Hits not only the cannon, but also that rocket launcher behind the core. I get all excited about the win, and then the timer doesn't stop. Yeah, you guessed it. They moved an engine room back there. Absolute dumb on my part. Probably could have been a couple seconds faster, maybe even like 30 seconds faster if I would have planned for them having an engine room back there. But as it was, just had to wait for my troops to walk all the way around. Thankfully, the laser rangers are pretty quick. And then down goes the base. Now, not everyone's using clump bases, so I did have to win a couple battles here using rocket choppas. I got a little bit lucky in that Rad here did not have defensive building damage. They only had the building health, so changed my troops accordingly, only using 2 boats of heavy choppas. Do keep that in mind. I don't scout enough. For whatever reason, I actually caught the fact that they did not have that building damage, so you don't need 3 boats of heavy choppas. It's very, very, very rare. And when your rocket choppas get hit by a cannon that doesn't have building damage, you actually don't lose the rocket choppa, which is amazing. But sticking on topic against Clump. Clump base had all of the same things. I think this is the first time that I faced the hot pot and the shock blaster. I think Nightwada had the shock blaster, then the other person had just the hot pot. This person had both. So it can be done, my friends. This person had 100% building damage and 150% building damage, 100% building health, and both protos and max rockets, and we still walked through it with laser rangers. It was not pretty. It was on knife edge the entire time, but it worked. So again, the problem is, if you've been playing with Heavy Choppa, Rocket Choppa for a while, you're not used to having GBE. So you see I haven't thrown any GBE yet, then I realize, oh, I probably should throw some. We get rid of that right-hand side rocket launcher. Bullit died. Bullit is dead. But we still have a mech. We still have 2 heavy choppas, maybe even 3 heavy choppas alive. So getting rid of that shock blaster was next up. And then we're still good. Like, still, most of our laser rangers are alive. Started to focus on that back rocket launcher and just being super, super, super careful as far as where the heck we use our GBE. Nowhere to shock or flare here. Heavy choppas out front. That right-hand side mortar will be a problem when we get to that. Don't care about this, doesn't range. Don't care about sniper tower, not a concern. So then it's just getting excited for one, and number 2, starting to plan my GBE. So we're throwing it back towards that mortar, getting that flare out, and then into Diamond we go. Pretty excited about that, pretty happy. Definitely did not expect to get to Diamond this way, so I wanted to share in case this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you've been contemplating making a clump base. Maybe this changes your mind. Maybe you want to throw, and by the thing that this has me thinking in a big way is I want to throw some tokens into Laser Rangers. But will people move away from those clump bases? Also, you notice that they do get longer beams, so you get more GBE back because they destroy more buildings in behind. I don't know how this is going to go. I am going to continue forwards to get those green mines. Still have yet to max those rocket launchers. Those are calling my name, but now I'm going to do a little bit of math, make sure that I can get those heavies maxed when I get there. Also consider the idea of maxing barrage, maxing green mines. Laser rangers. Tick 1 are working. Tick 5 have way more health, way more damage, and way longer beams. So gotta make some decisions, but I hope that helps you either on the attacking side or the planning side or base building side. Again, I gotta throw one more shout out to Nightwada because, like I said, base building side, I have copied so many of his bases. He generally has the best, or at least some of the top bases in Warship, so go do check out his bases. That is all for me, though. I am Zedmont. Thank you for coming in.